Oklahoma's all-SEC linebacker Owen Heinecke is suing the NCAA trying to gain an injunction in Oklahoma State court that would allow him to continue playing college football after exhausting his eligibility by the letter of the law. Let's talk about what the letter of the law means, what it is that Hineki is suing for, and just how fair or unfair we all think this might be. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year-round. If you're into that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, answer the question in the comments below. Do you think that Owen Heinecke should receive an injunction in Oklahoma State court to play one more year of college football at OU? Perhaps you are familiar with this story, but given that Owen Heinecke is not a quarterback and he is a linebacker, I'm not sure how much you've been paying attention to this. The disclaimer that I will put on this is, yes, Oklahoma is my team. I live in the state. I've rooted for Oklahoma for a very long time. I think most of this is known. But sometimes people that are new to the show believe that colors my opinion about the Sooners. Most Oklahoma fans will tell you I'm way harder on OU than anybody else is, and they would like me to stop it most of the time. But that's because I demand excellence and I demand integrity from the place where I graduated school. All right. But not too fine a point on this. Undergrad at TU, master's at Oklahoma. I would be an alumnus of Oklahoma State if I didn't drop out of the PhD program to do this. So I claim two, but I'm of this state and we make this show in this state. And I am very much attached to the outcome of fall football games featuring the Crimson and Cream at Owen Field. So why are we talking about Owen Heinecke receiving another year of eligibility after, by the NCAA's letter of the law, he's already played 4 years? Well, there seem to be some extenuating circumstances. One is Owen Heinecke's only played 3 years of college football. Coming out of high school, Bishop Kelly here in town, outstanding lacrosse player, and walked on at Ohio State, played 3 games that amounted to 15 minutes to game time, transferred back to Oklahoma 2021, sat out because of the knee injury, and then played 13 games, 3 straight years. Last year, best year he's had as a Sooner, 74 tackles, all SEC honors. And then comes around and he would like to continue playing college football, but he's being told, hey, you get 5 years to play for, and the eligibility clock starts ticking as soon as you enter into an NCAA sanctioned sport. This could be water polo, and in this particular instance, it happens to be lacrosse. Okay, this has been a rule for a very long time, and it covers a lot of ground. But the reason that it covers a lot of ground and it has been in for a very long time is to prevent things like this. Guys that are using their limited playing time in another sport to try to gain eligibility in yet another. The way I also think about this is, if you get another year, Kyler Murray, for instance, at Oklahoma, after, what he didn't do or did do at A&M, maybe you're going to do that. And you could extend this out to everybody. But this being college athletics, it really is about what you want college athletics to be. Do you want it to be a space that is just for 17 to 23-year-olds who are enrolled in undergraduate school for the most part? Or do you want it to be a place where you can play for as long as someone is willing to pay you? Because that's another part of this. We've seen an extensive rise in the number of student athletes who are suing the NCAA for the ability to circumvent a rule that has been around for a very long time, only as name, image, and likeness came online. So as soon as they started paying everybody to play their sports, all of a sudden, college athletes who would normally can't wait to get out of college athletics, especially in college football, because the NFL is right there, were suing the NFL because they wanted to be able to make the leap sooner, are now going, I don't mind playing 7 years of college athletics or college sports or even 5 years, because the money's there. And for many, it's already generational wealth. More to the point, we're getting to a space where the NFL and college football are beginning to see an even bigger disparity in skilled labor. What do I mean by this? I mean that the leap it has taken for a college football player to be a great NFL player is taking a bit longer and is a little bit more volatile than it's ever been. It's not quite what baseball is, where you can get drafted highly out of high school or college and then take even 3 to 4 years before anybody wants to put you on a big league roster, because it takes that kind of time and that skilled labor to get there. It is becoming much more of a conversation because Joey Aguilar, for instance, tried to sue in Tennessee State court to play another year of college football, having played a year at JUCO before playing a year at Appalachia State. 2 years at JUCO, year at Appalachia State, year at Tennessee. And he didn't think that his JUCO record should count toward his FBS record. And it's like, yo, dog, it's all NCAA sport. We've seen nearly 60, I think more than 60 at this point, players sue the NCAA exactly for what Hineki is suing for. Had it been a slam dunk that he's a first-round draft pick at linebacker like Arvell Reese at Ohio State, is he suing to get back to OU? Probably not, because you're a top 10 pick. And the NFL Combine didn't go great for Owen, neither did the Senior Bowl. They went fine. They just didn't go great. 4.62 is fine. It's not flying. Sonny Styles had an outstanding NFL Combine, right? It happens that way. And there are more players that would love to see this sort of route that they can take. And the hope is you gamble with the lawsuit and you find a judge that is sympathetic to you or to OU or what have you. What I am not really going to participate in the dragging of is the idea that the NCAA is the meanie here. The NCAA is not the meanie. The NCAA is a maid service at a big old hotel where there are over 1,600 tenants. Okay? They keep the place clean. They keep it running on time. The rules that they are enforcing, the bylaws they're enforcing, are what the members asked for. And if it isn't their team, they would say without a shadow of a doubt, Owen Heinecke should not be playing college football. And that's where I'm at. You don't get to keep playing NCAA sport after you've exhausted your eligibility until we change the rule. And we haven't changed the rule. I don't want the courts to intervene in this space. I never did. I don't think that it's fair that Trinidad Chambliss gets to keep playing because he got an injunction from a sympathetic judge in Mississippi. But I'm not a judge in Mississippi, right? So it's really about who this case lands with, as this hearing is scheduled for April 16th, a week before the draft, right? And Oklahoma is doing exactly what you would expect Oklahoma would do. They're advocating for their guy. One, it doesn't cost them anything, right? Two, you would want every player to know that, hey, we got your back if you want to do something like this, because it ain't no skin off our ass, Tribula, if you lose the case. Does it make it feel hypocritical if I am the athletic director at Oklahoma like Roger Denny to say we stand behind him and stand beside him? Yeah, it does. I don't think that feels great. I don't think you can talk out of both sides of your mouth on this one. I, again, am sympathetic to the idea of wanting to play college football. I'm also sympathetic to you lost a year of playing college athletics because lacrosse didn't work out. But it is a decision that you made. We are grown. We have to take responsibility for the decisions that we make. And we have to play by the rules that are enforced. You don't think Reggie Bush would love to have played 10 years of college football, especially given his NFL career? You can't have it both ways, guys. You cannot. And to say that you can means that when it's your turn, we get to remember this, and we're going to treat you this way. If it sounds like I'm talking the same way about this situation, the way I talk about Notre Dame and the college football playoff, it's because I am. There is no special dispensation for you. There's only, can you play by the rules? And can you win by the rules? If not, get up out of here, man.